Afternoon, everybody. Clint Endersby with the Mount Covers market report for the 12th of November. Today we had just on 650 cattle, just a few less than last week. Big outing of all the heavy cattle this week, very few lighter cattle in amongst them. In general, pretty similar to last week. A few of the grades might have been 10 back and a few might have been 10 better, but just on average, we're probably pretty similar right across the board. The bulls today, another good handy run of those heavy bulls. The best of the bulls there, out to $4.41. And most of those heavy bulls, pretty much all of them, if they had any condition about them, they made anywhere from $4.10 to $4.40. If they're a little bit lighter or a little bit limpy or something like that, they make between $3.70 to $4. So still a good return on those big heavy bulls. Cows had a very good lineup of heavy cows. The best of the cows, somewhere in that 700 to 800 kilo bracket, had some good pens of cows. They made out to $4.40. They might be 5 or 10 less on last week on the very best of them, but they're very consistent today. $4.30 to $4.40 as soon as you had that sort of 650, 700 kilo plus and in prime condition. The next run of the cows under that, the 6 to 650s or 6 to 700s that weren't quite hard fat, they were still making $4.10 to $4.20. Still pretty handy result there. Some of the cows that really improved this week were probably the step below that again, the 500 to 600 kilo cows. Not far behind, making anywhere from $3.80 to $4.10. And even a few cows down to 450 kilos, still making $3.80. Still had some cows there, even lower again, 420 kilos with a little bit about them, but still not very heavy. They were still making 370 to 390. So that middle run of cows, they're probably they could have been 20 cents better this week. Into the steer and the heifer run, the slaughter steers and heifers, all the prices average about the same, but just had a bit of a stronger feel about it. The best of the steers out $4.80, most of them $4.70 to $4.80 for the straight beef fellas, $4.40 to $4.60 for the bit more crossbred types. We did have 5 absolute monsters, they were 1,050 odd kilos. They're just getting a bit too big for everybody, and they made $2.60, but they were big boys. Into the feeder type steers, very few of them to quote. There was a nice line of Red Angus Charolais cross steers off the York Peninsula there. They're beautiful cattle, see them here quite often. They topped out at $4.86 for 496 kilos for the steers. Heifers weren't far behind them. They made out to $4.70. They were 428 kilos, but beautiful cattle, lovely shapy cattle, ideal feeder types. If you got off of them and you got into a few bits and pieces types, still some steers there, $4.60 to $4.80. You can buy a heifer from $4.20 through to $4.50 for the ones and twos and the bits and pieces, but very few of them to quote. Little steers return to the paddock, quite strong, but a very few to quote, as I said at the start. Not many light cattle at all. They topped out at $5.20, but I think there was only one pen that was under 300 kilos. Heifers returning to the paddock, they improved quite a bit today. They that lighter weight feeder into that top end backgrounder, those 280 to 350 kilo heifers. Most of them were making $4 plus today, and a lot of them were $4.20 to $4.50. So again, those heifers could have been 20 cents better today. That's about it. Most of the sale, as I said, was those real heavy cows and those heavy trade steers and manufacturing type steers, and we're just seeing less and less of those backgrounding and feeder types, but they will come as it warms up. But just at the moment, there's plenty of feed about, and everybody just wants to make them a little bit heavier. So only a few more till Christmas. Our last sale will be on the 17th of December. We'll be back on the 7th of January. So that's our wrap from today. Thank you.